Hi, good morning, and I hope you all are doing well. Um, I'm on this locker hooking thing again today. But what I want to do is I want to make a journal cover like this. I want to make a journal, and so this, and yeah, it'll be like an art journal. But I'm going to do the cover kind of like this right here. So, but what I'm going to do first, here I have my mesh out. This was just a piece that I had already. And so let me see, how big is this? This is 15 inches by about 10.5 inches. But what I'm going to do first, around the corner here, around the edging, is I'm going to use this here yarn. And this is a really, really nice yarn. What is this? It's a Lion brand yarn. And it's Lion brand Wool Ease, thick and quick. I love it. It's so nice and soft and pretty, and yeah, you just want to use it for a pillow. And so I first was going to try and use this roll of just torn fabric, but I'm not going to use that. I tried a little bit of crocheting and it's too hard to do. So I'm going to use the yarn, but I know that'll work. So I'm going to use the binding around is going to be done with yarn, and then I will locker hook using the strips of fabric. So to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over. Should I fold over one whole row or two? I think I'm going to go ahead and do two. And so, and then I'm just going to go ahead and crochet all the way around this into the second. So I'm going to crochet it right into the second row. Let me try that a little bit first and see if that looks right. I think it will look right. Okay, that'll make the edging be about 1/2 inch wide. So that's I think that'll work. And of course we don't go for anything like perfection or nothing, nor nothing. So I played with a small piece last night. Here. I just, like a coaster or a little trivet or something. And this one I crocheted around the edge too. But this was a very narrow yarn. And first I went around it with this ribbony stuff. But then it was just not heavy enough. So that I went over the ribbony stuff with this yarn. And just playing, that's what I ended up with. And then I locker hooked the whole center of it. So that'll work like a little trivet or something I can put my cup on. So that's good. And so this is really tired. I think I may end up going back to sleep this afternoon. I didn't sleep good last night. Now I'm having a little, wait a minute here, let me see if I can get things. Do I need a bigger hook? Maybe. Let me get things. Let me see here if we can get this going. yeah, that's going to be pretty along the edge there. No, you know what I want to do? I want that to show on the outside, but this will, well, no, I guess that'd be fine. Fine. I like how that looks. But I got a feeling that I might need a bigger hook. Okay, let's see if we can. Get this in here, get this going correctly. Yeah, I like this. I like that edging. That'll be pretty. I think that'll be pretty. I'm pretty sure. I had made a Walmart order last night that on the computer that to have it delivered this morning, and I put in to have it delivered about 9. Then when I couldn't go to sleep last night. Then it was like about 2 a.m. and then I thought, well, if I go to sleep now, I might not be awake at 9 to be able, because we put a wagon outside. We got one of those canvas wagons, and we put that outside to put the groceries in. And I was worried that I was going to oversleep and not get it out there. So I think that's why I didn't. Once I did lay down to go to sleep, I couldn't really sleep because I kept waking up every few minutes looking at the clock. And I had my alarm set on my phone, but I don't use the alarm on my phone, so I wasn't sure if I had done it right. So that wasn't doing no good, which it's a good thing I didn't depend on it, because when it did go off this morning at 8:30, all it did was vibrate. It didn't ring, so that wouldn't have woke me up. So that's life. Life in the big city. Okay, so I'm gonna, see, that's looking nice. I like that. Oops, see? That's pretty. On the other side, it's not as pretty. On this side, I like that, how that's working out. I'm not your normal crocheter here. I hold my crochet hook like a shovel. I guess that's because I was raised on a farm. I don't know. But this is gonna be pretty. And then we'll just that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. So I went out and fed my chicken. I only seen one chicken this morning. We had 5 chickens. 3 of them disappeared all at once. But they're just free-range chickens, so they get to run around the yard. And then we had 2, but this morning I only seen 1. But one could have been in the nest, laying an egg, so I hope she was in there. So we get 2 eggs out of those 2 chickens every day. And I think that maybe some passers-by might have helped themselves to some of our chickens. I think if coyotes got them or something, how come 3 would be missing all at once and then they never come back for the other 2? Well, then burglars would do that way too, though. I don't know. If people were just passing by and they throw a piece of bread out to them or whatever, they would just come right up to them. They would go right up there and get that bread because they do like to have their snacks. And so maybe I'd rather somebody else be getting eggs from them chickens rather than the coyotes. Although the coyotes need to eat too, but I don't want them to eat my chickens. Okay, let's see. We're getting to the end of this piece. So I got that top edge. I'm going to turn this one, turn it down. Now I'll just flip it back there now, and then I'll go down that way. And so I'll go, let's see, how will I go around that corner? Put that one there, and then put, okay, I'll go with 3 in that hole. So go around 1, 2, and then 3. Yeah, that'll cover it up. That'll cover it up pretty darn good. I've been watching a lot of political stuff lately, and I don't know what to make of it, and it's only upsetting me, so I decided, no, I'm not going to watch that. I'm just going to let the cards fall how they may, and we'll just roll with the punches. So I didn't vote for I can't complain. I won't complain anyway, because if you just think about every president we've had, each one has done some good and done some not so good. And that's just even according to everyone's own opinion. So I'm just going to leave things as they are and not try not to worry about how things might end up, because there's going to be good for some and not good for it's funny that I how it's the thing is about the price. Well, what about the price of eggs, people say? Well, if the eggs get too expensive, we just won't buy any. But we get 2 eggs a day right now, so from our chickens. So we don't have to worry about the eggs. So then I went and I watched a 60-minute show, which was so sad. Oh my gosh. It was 60 Minutes from Australia, the 60-minute show. And it was about a grandmother who was met somebody on an online dating thing, a grandmother. And she'd met somebody in Japan. And she had chatted with this person for over a year before deciding, yes, I'm going to go be with him. They talked about marriage. They talked about everything. And so she went on over there. And now she's in prison because this was a scam. It was a scam. And just to get somebody to, it was a, I don't know, she had to pick up a suitcase for this man somewhere. And turns out in the suitcase was some kind of drugs built into the suitcase somehow. And she didn't know they were there, but she had the suitcase. I don't remember the whole story. It was a long story. But even though she had all this evidence that he, whatever, she's got to be in prison for 6 years, though. And it just seems so sad. You got to be careful. Now, I met Papa online, but not in a dating site. It wasn't a dating site. It was just a community, like a community site that we were on. And like people, just a bunch of people from our community, or from, I was in my community, my area. Well, he was like 50 miles away, maybe 40 miles away, somewhere else. And he seen me there, and he seen that I was from, because he had, although he wasn't living here in Spring Hill at the time, he had a house here. And so then he seen that I was on the Spring Hill site community page, and he said to me, he said, "Howdy, neighbor," and that was the first thing he said at me. And so then we chatted a lot before we actually met in person. I don't remember exactly how long. And see, now it's going around the second side, so this will be cool. And so and then when I met him, well, there was one day he pinged me. He wanted to chat, and I said, "No, I don't want to chat right now. I'm gonna go watch the sunset down at the beach. That's just down the road from our house. I want to just go sit at the beach and watch the sunset." And he goes, "I might be able to get myself over there before the sun actually sets," which he had like, I don't know, a 40-minute drive. I don't know. And well, then I thought, "Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this." But he did. He come on down there. We talked a little bit. He met me down there. He brought flowers. He was all dressed up pretty, and he brought flowers. And we sat there at the beach in the pavilion there till like 1 o'clock. It was nice because at the beach where we go near our house, they have like a outdoor restaurant right there, and sometimes they have live music like a couple times a week, and so they had live music playing, and we just sat not in where the music was, but just in a pavilion on the beach, and we talked till like 1 o'clock. But my computer was messing up anyway, and I was telling him how my computer was messed up. There was something not right on my computer. And so he said, "Well, I could look at that for you and see if I could maybe get that running okay for you." And of all things, I let him follow me home. You know what he could have been a serial killer. Yeah, and it took a minute for me to actually say, "Yeah, go ahead, you can follow me home." And I had my kids here too, so it was like whatever. But it was like whatever. And he did. He came and he fixed my computer. And then he says, he kind of hinted that he could stay the night and just sleep on the couch because he had a long drive to go home. But yeah, I said no, we're not going to go there. I don't think so. And so he went on home. Well, he didn't actually go home. He went to his house that he had here in Spring Hill, and which that should have been his first choice anyway. And so then we seen each other, periodically for a while, and before we decided that we wanted to make it a permanent situation. But so I was blessed that he wasn't like a serial killer, because I wouldn't want to be killed, I wouldn't want that. And now we've been together 27 years. 27 years. So I don't know if they even had dating sites back then. It was just like, I think it was just like community pages that you could get into. Community, people in your community. Yeah, but that's how we met. We met online. And then, but we actually, he wanted to get like married right away, and I, well, not like right away, of course, but I didn't want to get married, mainly because I didn't want to change my name, because I liked my name. And so I said, nah, we're not going to do that. But we did start living together shortly after that. And we started living together. Oops, this goes like this. I'm going around the last corner now here. And when we started living together, he wanted to get married right then, but I had them cold feet, you know. I said, no, we don't want to do that. We're fine. We're fine. I'm fine. We're fine. We'll be fine. But then after living together, how long did we live together? 3 years? Let me see, 97. No, 98 we started living in. And we got married in 01. Yeah. Yeah, so about 3 years. Then I finally, when I learned that I didn't have to change my name, then I said, oh, okay, let's go ahead and get married. Because by then I was feeling kind of, I don't know, sinful? Is that it? Sinful? Yeah, I'm glad we got married. And we've been married, happily married ever since. Well, I've been happy. I don't know if he's been happy. Yeah, he's been happy. We're good to each other. We're good for each other. And so, that's our love story. He just told me he was going to go sit out on the porch. So when I'm done with this video, I'm going to go sit out on the porch with him so we can tell lies or discuss world events or whatever it is we do. And so I'm glad that I do have somebody to grow old with, even though he's dealing with dementia, but it's not that bad. I mean, he's not able to do things. He used to do a lot of woodwork, and he used to do a lot with the computers. He doesn't even know how to turn one on now. And it's funny how we can carry on conversations, but nothing about, like, world events right now, there's nothing. But we can talk about things from the past, the jobs he used to have, and places he used to go, and people he used to know, and that kind of thing. He can still talk like that. He can still converse about, those kind of things. And, just places he's been. So, and he was in the Navy, so he's got Navy stories, and we can talk about that. And he talks about his first wife, and I think if I'd have known her, she would have probably been my best friend too. We often say that my late husband Ernie and his late wife Val got together in heaven, and they got us together somehow. Who knows? That could be. I don't know. But I see how I just chatter along, and I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, and just words come out of my mouth. Well, okay, I'm almost all the way around this corner, and my thumb is almost completely non-working right now, so it's probably a perfect time to go and sit out on a porch with Papa. So I should have actually started in the middle of a side instead of here. Oh, this will work. We'll go right here, and we'll pull that through there, and then I'll snitch this right up here. I'll snap that off there. Now I crocheted all the way around, and then I'll weave that into the edge. And now there is the edging of my cover. And so on my next video, I'm going to start the locker hooking. And I'm going to do it like this one is here, where it's gone around and around and around. Like go all the way around and keep going like in a swirl. I'm going to do like that one. And look how pretty with a big button here, and then it ties with that ribbon on there with that bow. I think that's real pretty, and so that's probably what I'll do, just like that on here. And so I got some, let me get that off of there. I don't need that piece on there, as it's held together with this. But yeah, that's the beginning. That's the beginning, and I think this will be real pretty. And then I will just stitch pages in here, and I'll want it to be like a little art journal. So I'll just put some pages, probably not more than 10 pages, and I'll stitch them in, and then I'll have little pages that I can doodle on or whatever. But I think that'll be pretty. This would be pretty like as a needle book, to do a needle book or anything. But I like how that edge is, how that, and I just love the yarn. The yarn is very primitive looking. I like that. It's got those little chunks all in it to make it look aged, and I like that a lot. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's with the beginning of my day. And so let me see what we have here. And I'm gonna read out of this book here. See if I can find a page. Oh, I just read that one. Something that I haven't read just recently. Oh, here's Find Hope Within. Let's try that one. Okay. Find hope within. Hope. Oh, you'd want to see something funny? Do you see something funny? You're wondering, what have I got in my hair? You're saying, what in the world is she done with her hair? Look, I have these, here. These, hair things like this. And it's got holes in it. See the holes in the thing? So this one here, I just put yarn in it and made me a ponytail thing. It's like, and so I'm going to take another one and I'll put all different colors of yarn in it, and so it'll like be a unicorn mane, and I'll be a real unicorn. I'll be a real unicorn. That's what it'll be. I got a hairband somewhere with a unicorn horn. So if I wear my hairband with a unicorn horn, and then my unicorn mane clip, I'd be a real unicorn. Yes. Okay. Find hope within. Hope is such a marvelous thing. It bends, it twists, it sometimes hides, but rarely does it break. Hope sustains us when nothing else can. It gives us reason to continue and the courage to move ahead when we tell ourselves we'd rather give in. Hope puts smiles on our faces when our hearts cannot manage. Hope puts our feet on the path when our eyes cannot see it. Hope moves us to act when our souls are confused by the direction. Hope is a wonderful thing, sometimes to be cherished and nurtured, and that will refresh us in return. It can be found in each of us, and we can bring light into the darkest places. And that was written by Brenda Hager. Hope is one of my most favorite words. And hope, because everyone in the world hopes the same way. We might not all pray the same way. We wish for different things. But we all hope. We all hope the same. And when you hope for something, it's almost like a prayer in a way. I mean, you don't want to hope to win the lottery. Oh, what the heck? Let's go ahead and win the lottery. We could buy a bunch of craft supplies. But now I won't ever win the lottery because I don't buy no lottery tickets. But we all hope for the best all the time. We do. And I don't think there's anybody that hopes for anything but the best. And so hope is a really, really, really good word to use. So, and with that, I'm going to let y'all go. And I do hope for all you to know that God is watching over you, and He's watching every step you take. He watches every move you make. And He keeps you safe and secure. He keeps you happy and healthy and humble and hopeful. And He's with you all the time, even when you don't realize it. He's right there. Okay, and so this has been a kind of an odd video. I feel a little weird. I don't know why, but anyway, I'm going to sit out with Papa now, and y'all take care, and never give up hope, and by all means, no matter what, stay another day. God bless and keep you, and I'll hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Here's my off button.